Hello, reader, educator, librarian friends. I'm McCall Hoyle, teacher, former school librarian, and author of Forever Ripley, coming this fall from Shadow Mountain Publishing's lineup of empathy-building books. Emily Dickinson, one of my favorite poets, once said, "Dogs are better than humans because they know but do not tell." Of course, I agree. Some of my best friends have been dogs, which is why Forever Ripley and so much of what I write is told from a dog's point of view. I have never met a human, or any other creature for that matter, that encompasses such a perfect blend of childlike innocence and the capacity for such unconditional love as a good dog. As a sensitive kid who wore her emotions on her sleeve and struggled with body image issues, dogs and cats and horses, but especially dogs, were always my safe haven, the place I could let my guard down and be completely myself. As a girl growing up in the South in the 1980s, I often felt like I had to smile and nod and say please and thank you and speak up, but not too much, and make good grades and wear the right clothes and on and on and on. The people pleaser in me felt I needed to earn the love and acceptance of others. The fear of mistakes paralyzed me. If I'm being completely honest, it still does. Although thankfully not to quite the same extent it did when I was 13. But Willie, our dachshund, and Scruffy, our German Shepherd mix, loved me despite my clumsy attempt at sports, my sloppy clothes, and my adolescent awkwardness. They just loved me. They never expected anything from me emotionally that I could not or did not want to give. Forever Ripley is a book the young dog lover in me would have enjoyed because of the sweet doggy point of view. But Forever Ripley is also so much more than that. Forever Ripley is my heart. It is the culmination of a lifetime of friendships with dogs. It is the book I needed most when I lost my first four-legged friend in elementary school, and it is the book I needed most after my father's unexpected death when I was a new mom at the age of 29. A student once asked me on a school visit why sad things have to happen in my books. His question prompted one of the most meaningful conversations I've had with students about books and life. I shared with him and his classmates the story of my father's death and the tsunami of sadness and anger that consumed me for several years. But I also shared all the beautiful experiences that came out of this earth-shattering tragedy. How my grief made me more emotionally vulnerable with my students. How my sister, brother, and I grew closer in ways we never could have imagined. And how I am now an overall kinder and gentler human. And we discussed how books are often a safe place to practice these big emotions before we're confronted with great sadness and tragedy in our own lives. Books that cover sad topics help us build emotional resilience. Yes, sad things happen in this book. Yes, you will most likely cry at some point. But Ripley's story is about so much more than grief or tears. It is a story of beauty and healing and growing up. It is a roadmap for remembering those we hold dear and for dealing with loss in healthy ways. It is a joyful celebration of the lives we share with our four-legged friends, and it is a tribute to the special place that dogs hold in our families, in our lives, and in our hearts. You may cry, but I also think you will laugh at Ripley's doggy antics, like her obsession with fried chicken and a good game of tug. I hope your heart will stretch and grow. I hope you'll look at grief in a whole new way. I feel certain that when you turn the last page, you'll pat the couch or the bed and invite your four-legged friend to your side for a quiet rest. If you are moved by Ripley's story, and if you want to give young readers the opportunity to practice feeling big emotions inside the safe pages of a heartwarming story, please consider requesting a copy for review on Edelweiss or NetGalley, and share Ripley's story with like-minded readers so that Ripley can find her way into the hearts of those who need her story most. My great hope is that reading Ripley's story will soften your heart the way writing it did mine. And I hope you have some time in the coming days to curl up with a good dog and a good book and enjoy all the things that bring you the most joy. Happy reading.